I'm Lanisha. It's nice to meet you.
Hi, Lanisha.
And who have we got here?
Oh, this is Mary May.
Mary. You are very cute. Yes, you are. Alrighty, so what brings you to us today?
My son has just dropped Mary off with me 2 weeks ago, and well, just taking her on board. I'm not quite sure what to do with her.
Yeah.
So I wanted some advice.
No, that's okay. Surely, I'm here to help. So, we'll go by what do we know so far about her?
We do know. Not very much.
Not very much. That's okay. That's okay. That's why I'm here. Alrighty. So, do you know by any means if she's been desexed?
She has been.
She has been. Awesome. And do you know if she's been microchipped at all?
Microchipped? I'm not quite sure.
That's okay. We can definitely check that. No, we are. Definitely. I'll write that down. I can add it all to her file. So that's one thing to check off. Now, have you registered her at all with the council?
I think I have.
That's okay. We can print out the form. I do believe it is a application that you send off to the Gold Coast City Pound. And then I'm not sure about what the fees that entail with that, but that you just legally have to have her registered.
Okay.
Basically, just so the council knows how many dogs are where and all that sort of stuff. And now we know that she's microchipped, so we're going to print off a form for you to update her details, just in case obviously if she gets out and the microchip number's under your son's.
Yeah.
But it'd be a lot better if it was under your name. Vaccinations, has she been vaccinated at all?
She has, but I've lost track of where she's at with them now.
No, that's okay. So usually they get 3 when they are a puppy. If we're not sure, we can definitely do a booster. And then because we're not sure of her history, I would feel more comfortable if we were to come back in a month's time and get another booster, which is just a C5 vaccination. It does everything. So that way you don't have to worry about any of that.
Yeah.
Worming. Has she had any worming at all? Heartworm or anything like that?
Her heartworm's been taken care of. That's like the one thing that my son said that he did do.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Okay then. Okay. So we're not sure about belly worms or anything like that?
No.
No. Do you know by any chance what your son gave her for heartworm? Was it the injection? Was it a tablet?
It was a tablet.
Tablet. Awesome. Alright, so that makes this fellow for me. This is the product I'm going to recommend to you. It's called NexGard Spectra. It basically is the closest thing to doing everything, basically except for tapeworm. So it does your fleas, your ticks, your heartworm and your belly worms. But the tapeworm's just a little white tablet every 3 months. Alrighty, and in regards to food, what are we feeding her?
She's just getting the stuff from the grocery shop at the moment.
Alright, so commercial brands. I would feel a lot better if we kind of just make the transition onto a more high quality food, especially being a puppy.
Yeah.
She is a larger breed dog, so we do recommend feeding them puppy food for 15 months as opposed to just 12 months, as it gives them the optimum bone growth and all of that.
Okay.
But in regards to swapping her over, I do recommend doing it in slow increments. So over a couple of weeks, just, start with 30 to 70 and then make your way, and then that way she can move completely onto the other food. Now, what I do recommend feeding her is the Vet Essentials puppy food. So it's got all your high quality proteins, all the correct levels of everything, so it's a complete balanced diet, especially for her life stage and all of that. So I definitely recommend that because she has got a lot of energy. Speaking of energy, what do we do in regards to exercise, enrichment and all of that?
We actually live out of town a little bit, so she's got the whole property to run well.
Awesome, that's definitely good because she's a working dog, she'll love that. So have you had any training with her at all? Does she like to sit for you or?
She's reasonably good, but we're still working on a few things, but it's pretty good so far.
If you do need a hand with finding the right trainer or anything, or anyone to give you a helping hand, let me know. I can give you some brochures. Also, I've got a lead here for you. So, has she got a collar or a harness or anything?
She's been using a harness.
A harness. Oh, right. Awesome. So when you take her for a walk, obviously it's always a good idea to have them on a lead. If something was to spook them or another dog or anything, it's always good to have that control on them. And just going back to the food thing, not to blow your mind, I do recommend a slow feeder. It's just got the 4 little chambers in here, so that means they're not going to basically inhale their food.
Yeah.
They're going to eat it nice and slowly. And in regards to her coat, she has got quite a lot of fur there, I can see.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with it.
No, that's okay. So probably for her, I recommend just one of those mitts. Just goes over your hand, and just give her a brush every couple of days, or however many times she's going to actually allow you to do it. That's just going to get all that excess fur, especially under that undercoat there.
What about her sleeping arrangements? My son had her outside, but I don't feel good about that. Yeah.
No, yet would you want to say that?
No, exactly.
No, definitely not. I would recommend a nice bed for her inside somewhere. Always having access to food and water and all that, no matter where she sleeps. All the nice bedding. She's a bit of a heavier dog, so having that extra padding for her is really, really beneficial, especially for her bones and stuff.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, definitely. So we've covered pretty much all of that. That's pretty much it. Have you got any questions?
Not that I can think of. Can I just get the phone number